to eat, drink, for the journey is far. And the young man said, the Lord told me not to eat. I can't remember at one point, maybe he had gone to deliver the message. When he was coming back, the man told him, why you went? The Lord told me to feed you. And he sat down and ate. That was his instruction number one. While he was going back, he followed the same way. The animal that did not eat him while he was coming. Because anytime you disobey divine order, you lose something dearly. Every obedience to divine order is not for God, it's for you. Don't look as if you obey God, you are doing him a favor. Every instruction he gives you is for your safety. One of the friends of our father in the Lord came in one day and said, God sometime hide your promotion from you for your protection. And some of us just say, oh God, why me now? He said, it's not yet time. Do you know that some of us are angry that we have not gotten certain things today? I will tell you a story, a life story. So many years ago, before I got married, I was in an organization. I was growing that organization. I was making money, and I got to a position where I think I was the highest earner in that organization. And the next thing I was thinking about was a car. Young man, I don't have any responsibility. The only thing is that I was my siblings doing what I can do with my mom, but I just wanted a car. So I'd gone to meet my boss's wife for a loan. Because of my position, there is a level I can, and the money I wanted was not even up to. You know, in the organization, there are certain level you can take your loan. The more your level in the organization determine the loan you are eligible to. So I was eligible to a certain amount of money, and what I wanted was just even up to half of what I was eligible to get. And I asked her, as I needed so amount, I need to get a car. And I said the reason is I realized that we're even spending a lot of money for transition. Apart from the boss that take our equipment, it's a multimedia company. I said the boys, I still transport them. Just buy fuel and our car. When we're going for gig, they just enter my car. Now, this woman before then has not turned me down for anything. Not even the house I got that period. Because you know, there's a way you work for an organization, you look like anything you need, you get. Now, I went back and she said she would get back to me. I went back home and I had a dream. Now, I don't sleep at noon. I think up to now, I rarely sleep in the afternoon. I hardly. And I had a dream. Now, the car I went to price was an Honda baby boy. Very clean car. I won't forget. This thing I'm talking about is close to 2012, 2013 is how many years now? Huh?
13 years.
Now, the dream, I got the car. Red. I still remember. And I was driving. There was no pressure on me. The road was free. And I just faced one tree on the road. And I went to hit. The kind of accident I saw in that dream. The bonnet pressed to where my seat is in that dream. And smoke. I saw smoke and I woke up in the afternoon. 12 noon. And instantly, I perceive the Lord is telling me, getting a car, it's not a matter of it is my time, I've arrived to buy the car. It's to know whether it is time. Do you know that it's not everything you are due for you are giving? And the fact that you're not giving because you are due for it does not mean that God is embarrassing you. The host was saying something for you about an hour ago. That you know that even sometime God is telling you to apologize for what you have not done. You are not wrong. There's an issue between you and somebody. The person, everybody know that the person is wrong. And God is saying, go and apologize. Now, for those of us that are married, you won't understand. We have gone through that route, and sometimes look as if God, why now? Maka, why? And God is saying, that is the route. And you see, it is part of the training of understanding of time. So that you will not put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Most of the pressure young people themselves through is not God, it's them. You see, who told you that it is when you get to sewage you must buy a car? Who said it? Which law? Well, even let me tell you, it's when you get to sewage you must marry. Hope you are aware. Now, all of this I'm saying, I'm not saying they are bad, but please don't be under unnecessary pressure to put you on what you are not so, and just rush into things and later you rush out. You don't rush into things, you enter into it by divine order. Anything you rush into without divine approval, you rush out of it.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's marrying. All my mates are getting married. I'll tell you a story. Excuse me. A few months ago, a lady sent me a message. A young man was asking her out. Not a member of my church, actually. Was introduced to me by one of our members, and she reached out to me and said, Pastor, please counsel me. There was this guy that is... No, first thing she said was, sir, one of the area have been delays marriage and I'm not getting any younger. And she was just telling you a story. A voice note. I said, sir, this guy that's asking me out. Probably she know my first question. So she quickly said it and said, actually, he's like, he comes to church, or he's a church guy, but it's not, I don't know whether it's that person that love the Lord like that. And say, when I was hearing that voice note, you know, but no. Because what is, you don't need counsel, your answer should be set right already. But the pastoral side of me said, calm down. I finished listening. So I know if I had responded immediately, I would respond the way I was feeling. So I told her, you know what, can we talk tomorrow by 12 now? I said, yes, sir. So and I called her. And I said, see that thing you said, now that we are talking, say everything that happened again. When she was talking, do you know what happened? At the end of the day, the counsel she wanted me to counsel, she gave herself the response. So I realized that there was no need for counsel. She was just under unnecessary pressure that her mates were getting married, not understanding that time that we all have different time attached to everything that should happen to us. Now, I have a younger sister. I have an elder sister. I have an elder brother. So, in our house was 6. There are 3 before me. There are 2 before me. There are 3 after me. So I'm the middleman. So I have 2 before me. I have 3 after me. Now, every one of us was born by the same parent. Do you also know that the fact that we're born by the same parent does not mean our time and season are the same thing? If family too, you just put yourself on undue pressure. Undue pressure. So, because that's scripture I want us to see hold on to. It says to the children of Issachar, they have understanding because they know that Israel was depending on them to say what's the next thing we need to do. And for you to lead effectively, you must be hearing from the headquarters what to do part time. Because if you miss what to do part time, generation, even unborn, will follow suit. So the Bible says they have understanding. I want to take note of that one. Of time and season. Then they now know what to do. What Israel ought to do. Because without the understanding of time and season, they will not know what to tell Israel to do. And if Israel does not know what to do, they will be in a static point. In Ecclesiastes chapter 3 from verse 1, you see that he was talking about time. To everything under the sun, there is time and there is a season. Why was he saying that? He's saying that you need to understand that everything in your life is tied to time. It's tied to time. Never you get to a point where you pressure yourself on this. I want to finish that story. He said God gives direction, but he is not restricted to one part. When circumstances change, when timing shifts, or when another route better serves its purpose, God does not abandon the destination, he adjusts the journey. We say God does not change, right? But you know that God can change his mind. He changed it. No, that's what my father-in-law says. He can change his mind. Let me finish the story. Sometimes the route is not because anything went wrong. Sometimes it is simple because God in his wisdom knows a better way to get you there. See, it is he that knows the way that leads the way. You are not almighty, you are not all-knowing. Most of us are saying, Lord, lead me, but we are the one taking the lead, and we are saying, Lord, follow me. We don't know. Lord, what's that song? Lord, I give you my life. What's the song for Lord taking? Jesus, take the wheel. See that song you sang? You say you should take the wheel. It's your mouth. You are the one that been driving since. It was sitting behind you. It's okay. And you want to let the drive.
Can't put Jesus.
You now put Jesus to just ensure his name is. You want to implicate him and just put his name there.
As passenger.
You say, Lord, this time I know my way. I know the route. Just sit down by the passenger. I want to drive. Your enemy now had accident. You are not saying, Lord, why me? But the last time I checked, the song you sang was that you take the wheel. But you are behind the wheel actually. You have been behind the wheel since. You didn't know. You thought you sang it with your mouth, but your action is saying otherwise. Your action is saying that you know what to do. Anytime a man always tell God he knows what to do, look at him, check him, he's born out of pride. What matters most to God is not that you follow a rigid plan, but that you arrive aligned, prepared, and in season to turn out. As we navigate the year, my prayer is that you will surrender those plans to God. See where time and season coming. Trusting him to direct your steps, refine your path, and guide you to a destination that align with his plans and purpose for your life. Listen to this last side. Some routes may be quieter, some may feel longer, some may be unfamiliar, yet every step is under divine supervision. So if your journey begins to look different from what you first imagined, be at peace. God has not changed his mind about you. He has not altered the destination. He is simply ensuring that you arrive the best way possible. Trust the navigation, you will arrive. Trust the navigation, you will arrive. It just routed you. Do you know that when Google Map routed you, does not mean he has changed your destination? It's just saying, I'm looking for a faster way to take you where you are going to. And it says, this other route I gave you earlier on, say you're going to get to the destination 1 hour. And this one is saying you're going to get there